Hello, soul family. I am very excited to be back on this video. I've been having a lot of powerful downloads coming in. Where do I start? So today I'm going to do it kind of like I did last time again. I'm going to read off my channeled notes from my guides. It was a little longer than last time too. Very powerful. So today that's going to be my video. I'm going to read that download. I do recommend having a notebook and a pencil for this. Sorry, they're still here. I just got done channeling this, and so I wanted to hop on. I'm just going to read it off of my computer because I still have it typed up there. And then in the next few days, I'm going to be sharing another video. I had a 5-hour BQH session with Allison Coe. If you're not familiar with that, please feel free to look up. But it's basically a 5-hour, really deep hypnosis session where she brings forth my higher self, and my higher self showed me a lot about what's going on right now in this world. Very detailed, very long. I have the recording, so I'm in the process of typing up and being able to show and speak with you all about what I was shown. We're in a very exciting time still, and I know it's hard, and I know there's a lot of energy and fear and doubt and worry out there, and reasonably so. That's not unnatural. There's a lot of good downloads today about how you can help yourself. But in the meantime, so stay tuned for that video. I think you're all really, really, really going to love what comes through on that. It's a little more intense, a little more triggering, maybe. I don't know. We'll get there then. But I'm going to pull up my notes for today's session. I will hopefully. They made actually like a big list at the end for me. I didn't realize that's what they were doing, but at the end I realized they would pause and wait, and then I realized, oh, they're making a list. So I'll try to put that list in the caption as well, for things that are very beneficial and helpful for all of us to kind of do at a time like this. But also keep your pen and journal out if anything pops out that you would like to resonate or sit with longer. They always recommend that. So I'm going to pull up my notes right here. Perfect. So if you see me kind of looking weird, I'm just reading off of my notes. All right. So they're still here, just so you know. So if you feel a little tingle, they're saying hello. So this is my family of light. And when I say my family of light, they're my guides. But what they do when I do transmissions or channelings for the collective is they work alongside everyone's family of light as well. All of your guides, which every single one of you have guides and angels and so many beings behind you that you may or may not have been introduced to yet. So that's one of my favorite things to do with clients, is introduce you to your guides. They just want me to start with, this was channeled from all of our guides. You don't have to understand how that happens, but this is why it will resonate with all of us on a collective level. Okay. So our guides are stepping forward. Really anchor into your seat right here. And just set the intention that these words resonate with you, even if you don't fully understand them at a time right now, that they will resonate with you when the time is perfectly right. Okay, they wanted me to add that. So I'm going to start reading. So, from my team of light, right now is not a time to work or to worry about what is the next best step to take or how to up your workload. It is a time for energy work, which will align your work life into the highest possible timeline for your highest good and for the good of the collective. When you are aligned with yourself on the inside rather than attempting to align with others from the outside, this will allow us to place good people in your path. You deserve the utmost support and love within this timeline, and the universe will respond appropriately every time within this timeline. Overthinking or allowing the polarization and worry of your thoughts to be the base of your business will only align your work and busy life with a lower timeline of energies, which will continue to attract that worry into your business even after this has all passed. So, side note, they just started saying this. I was just asking for a message like I always do. So I think what's happening right now is a lot of us are trying to decide whether or not this time of peace and, or whatever you want to consider this, but being at home more, having more free time, whether or not this should be a time that we go, oh my God, okay, I gotta freaking grind and I gotta get a ton of new workout and I gotta be in a whole new business model by the time this is over and just putting all this stress on us. So they topped, I didn't even ask that. They just immediately started with that. It'll get way more detailed here. But so first note they immediately said was, please stop trying to think that you have to work right now. You are supposed to be doing energy work, focusing on the inside. So we'll go back to the notes. So after that, they say, so instead, we invite you to become very clear on how you are communicating with yourself and with your body. Become very clear to every thought or emotion you are experiencing and breathe into it. Our Earth, your Mother Earth, has currently shifted into a timeline of peace, abundance, love, and bliss. So this actually happened on April 4th. April 4th at 8:45 p.m. is when we physically, our Earth has shifted into a higher timeline, a higher dimension of peace, abundance, love, and bliss. So back to them. However, it is very important to use your free will choice now of staying within this high timeline that we are now in and that we are set upon, or to fall back into the dense timeline that feels familiar and heavier. As you choose to continue in this higher timeline, all parts of your being that no longer resonate with this higher timeline will need to be released. This means that all emotions, thoughts, memories, or triggers that you may still be holding on to are now and will be brought to the surface. This is a gift. This is allowing the transmutation to take place faster than ever before, only if you are willing to acknowledge what is being shown. Within this current higher timeline, the veil is very thin. The length of time between noticing your emotions and then to release them is very short from your perspective of time. From our perspective, you have already moved past that which has no longer served you. However, if you are currently still choosing to still see the fear that no longer serves you and you are identifying with it, without realizing that this is a holographic image that you have created yourself, then this will keep you within the lower timeline. Do not push away what is trying to come through or situations that may feel uncomfortable. These are gifts. Each morning, sit with yourself and set your intention to be at peace and present with every moment of the day. Journal what you are feeling, exactly what you are feeling. Scan your body from head to toe, without judgment or the need to understand what is present within you. Ask your higher self and your guides of the highest frequency of love and light to surround you, to hold space for you as you allow yourself to communicate with yourself and what is trying to be released. Anchor this practice within gratitude, acknowledging the abundance of what is already around you. Journal that as well. Now hold yourself to this intention that you have set for the day, which is to stay present and non-judgmental of every now moment. Your human race is currently in a state of quieting the outside in order to turn up the volume on the inside. So, side note, just to explain, so what they were showing me this. They're asking that each of us every single morning set an intention, find the same space in your house each morning, because there's molecules in the air that physically start shifting with our timeline as well. So if you can have the same chair, the same space, create a little altar, light a candle, it just sets the intention, kind of like a landing pad for the guides. And then journal exactly what you're feeling from head to toe. Emotions, physically feeling on your body, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Anything you're thinking, feeling, it's all here for a reason right now. They just cannot stop repeating that. Every single thing that is being placed in front of you, that you're seeing, that you're hearing, that you're watching, that you're feeling, that you're knowing, is here for a reason. We've never been here before, so this is new. This might seem unfamiliar. It's very important that we journal what we're feeling so that our conscious mind can see what our subconscious or unconscious is trying to show us. And then we don't judge it. We just go, okay, now what? And then you anchor it in gratitude is what they're showing. So write 3 things that you're super grateful for, noticing the abundance that's still all around you, no matter what you're feeling. So this is that multitasking that they love that us humans can do, multitask with emotions. And so that's a good journaling practice. They get into the list here soon. So let me go back to the notes. So we're in a state of, I love that. Your human race is in a state of quieting the outside in order to turn up the volume on the inside. Ooh. All right, be very accountable for yourselves. You have the choice of which timeline you would like to step into now. The waves of this dimensional reality are shifting every now moment. It comes down to your free will to choose which timeline is wanted. Please loosen your expectations of what this is supposed to feel or look like. It is happening now and exactly as it is meant to. All you need to do is, all you need to use in your favor is unconditional love, faith, and trust. All right, they like yelled this in a nice, loving way. Be strong. So I wrote it in all caps. I was like, okay, for all of us, be strong. There are times when you are called upon to become extra strong for what is coming and about to be shown to your human race. This time is now. Stand sturdy and steadfast, physically, mentally, and emotionally. This is a state that is hard to hold continuously, so we ask that you become very discerning when it is time for you to draw upon all of your inner reserves to stand up for yourself and for others. Strength within this current new high timeline may appear off-putting to others who are not within this timeline yet. However, it is one of your strongest allies at a time like this, hand in hand with unconditional love. Balance your strength with compassion and understanding. This will allow your life to support you during these times. For others, play a supportive role rather than an instructive role. So just support everyone right now. Stay super strong and don't try to judge yourself, or if others are like, why is she acting like that or something, she or he, it's because if they're still in the lower timelines and we're so strong in who we are and we're working on our inside emotions and releasing what's no longer serving us, that's off-putting to people who aren't doing that. That triggers a lot of things within them that's showing them what they need to release, but that's not our job. So be very supportive and not instructive. I loved that. Another one they kind of yelled, so I wrote in all caps. I have full chills, guys. They're here right now. Be tolerant. Find your balance between being detached from situations without reacting and being engaged to respond appropriately. React without a destructive manner. This will allow you to observe and acknowledge and to contribute to situations in a constructive way. Negative can be transmuted to positive through responding rather than reacting. Do not give up your own beliefs or morals. Rather, comprehend all sides of situations from a neutral manner. Connect with the earth each day, deepening your intuition. Reflect, 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 and always understand that your being is so sacred. Okay, so now I'm going to start the list. This is where they started just listing things, because I was like, okay, so how can we strengthen this? How can we continue this as a collective? What can I share with others of how to even go about this? What main things to focus on? So here's my list. I'm going to just say it by numbered. I'll try to write this in the caption too. Make sure I'm still here. Sorry, I didn't even have time to get the background for the video. I just wanted to hop on quick. So, number 1, maintain integrity. Follow up on your word. However, we are now asking for you to follow up on the word or promise you have made to yourself. Number 2, remain centered and calm. Do not get caught up in the emotions that you are feeling into. Remember, these emotions are not you. They are an energetic frequency that is within your light body, and you are interacting with it. Just observe. Number 3, be your own advocate. Maintain your own discernment. Do not search outside yourself for the answers. That will only lead you to choosing someone else's timeline. So, side note, so yes, the earth has shifted into a higher timeline as a collective, which means we all have our own choice of what timeline we want to be on now. You don't have to understand that, but 7 billion people here, there are 7 billion different timelines happening at once. And as a collective, we've shifted into into a higher timeline than our dense 3D one. So basically, you don't want to follow along someone else's timeline because that timeline is not for you. So be your own advocate. All right, number 4, expand your perspectives by not identifying with past memories. Do this by thanking your past and choosing to now live in the present moment. From this place, give yourself permission to expand your perspectives, knowing that your own discernment and guidance is always working in your favor, meaning that you are living in the flow and surrendering, knowing that there is a larger force of nature working in your favor now. Anything that is now placed in front of you is meant for you to see and to experience. So it's so easy, but it's so hard for humans to do. You just have to let go. Once you're in that faith and that trust of, I'm just going to be very present and non-judgmental with every single now moment, that's called co-creation. That's when the universe steps in and works with you. All right. Number 5, do not place yourself in a box. You can avoid this by not taking the stance of right versus wrong in any situation. You are able to do this easily considering that you have already expanded your perspectives as mentioned earlier. If you place yourself in a box, you dilute the timeline and experiences that are trying to reach you. Soften into self-content and do not identify with any one position. Number 6, embrace changes. Number 7, do not mask yourself with a personality. Mask yourself with unconditional love and then observe what is being magnetized towards you. Number 8, release what you are ready for. Touch into what is causing your disharmony or stress levels to increase. This is increasing more than usual to show you what is ready to be released. You will be able to feel the stress consciously or unconsciously throughout the day. But feeling like this is not beneficial for releasing. To release, you must silence yourself in meditation and breath work and breathe into what is trying to show itself and why. Speak and observe this emotion as if it were a being, speak to the emotion as if it were another being, which they are. I've spoken with them. That's what I do in my healings. Give the emotion the compassion and attention that it is asking for, eventually leading to a friendly goodbye as it is release. Releasement cannot happen without searching within. Number 9, release the desire for material objects. Each of you are beginning to understand that life is possible without the constant search or longing for unconscious material needs. Become aware of how abundant your life already is. Create lists and anchor this knowing within gratitude each day. Number 10, value your human connection. Value what is happening right now for the betterment of the balance of humanity and this planet in order to bring us closer together and a level we have not experienced before. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my sister and family dog just got here. So that was number 9. That was number 10. Value your human connection. Number 11. Come to a place of harmony within yourself in order to be a mirror for others that are feeling lost. Always turn within and others will follow. This will quickly shift all of our timelines as one into the next highest level of love. This high level of love holds only unconditional understanding and is at peace with everything around it without judgment or the need to understand. Even the darkest of evils have no choice but to surrender when it comes in contact with this highest level of love. What happens when darkness comes face to face with a being of this high level of love and light is that the darkness will see its own reflection within that being. It will see the darkness or the harm that it was trying to cause reflected right back at it. It sees the possibility as well of choosing love and light, and it also sees the level of darkness that it has been causing. It simultaneously awakens the darkness, bringing that to a place of surrender and transmutation back to its original form. Love is our strongest ally. Love is unconditionally innocent. Love is unconditionally fierce. Love is impenetrable. Love is you. You have never lost the love within you. You have possibly only forgotten. We are now walking hand in hand back into this remembrance. We see you. We are always here with you. We love you. Your family of light. All right, so that was the list. So I think there were 11 main ones. A lot more than 11 little things in this video though. So I will try to put that in the caption. I'm just going to leave you with that. I know that was a lot of important information. So stay tuned for that next video. I'm very, very, very excited to get that information out to you all. Replay this video if you need. Hold that peace, hold that love within your body. Don't judge yourself. If you're like yesterday, I had a really shitty day yesterday. I was just feeling like, whoa, and sad and just tapping into everything going around. So that is very normal right now. You're going to feel all sorts of emotions because we're all clearing on a personal level as well as a collective level. We are in the timeline. We're in the higher timeline. We did it on April 4th. But now it's our choice whether we want to stay in this timeline by continuing to release what's going to come up super fast or to fall back to the familiar and the safeness. So yeah, I'm going to leave you with that. I'm sending you all so much love and gratitude. Thank you for holding the light and love at a time like this. It's exciting, all right? I'll talk to you all soon. Love you.